Okay, some quick advice for if you ever have any kind of creative block, like writer's block or filmmaking block, whatever it is, take your medium, whether it's a pencil, a computer, the camera, and stare at it until inspiration comes. You just sit there, stare at the camera, stare at the pencil, stare at that blank piece of paper, and eventually something will come to you. I'm at about an hour and a half now, so I didn't say it was good advice, just, sometimes you just gotta throw a lure out there. All weekend long, I felt the desire to create. I went into this weekend thinking about all of the amazing things that I was going to make. I started off with the camera, I set it up, I put it in all sorts of different locations, and I spoke passionately and fluently, and it was garbage. No matter what I did, nothing made sense. And half of the time when I started to try to make things come out, they ended up being awful. Then I thought maybe carving was the way to go. I hadn't made spoons in a long time. I was going to carve some spoons. That was the thing. I was going to make something useful and beautiful and share it with the people that I love. And I got into it and it didn't turn out well and I got frustrated and I cut the end of my finger. Not off, but definitely some of it off. Getting frustrated meant I got careless and then I didn't pay attention to what I was hurting. Which is the same thing that happens with my words sometimes, and I have to remember that. I tried to think of things to write. That didn't work. I tried drawing. I even tried cleaning. Maybe the creation of organization would do something. Nothing. The desire to create and the ability to create just didn't show up together. So often inspiration and creativity go together, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes you have this desperate, beautiful drive to create things and no idea what to create. Or you have this amazing idea and you don't have the skills to make it happen. I can remember one time when I was just out of high school and I had this beautiful idea for a painting. It was gray with really bright, vibrant red lips. It was kind of sexy and different and artistic. And I went through, I bet you, 400 pieces of paper just trying to capture that idea. And I just never did. Now, if I stuck with it, version 800 might have been perfect. And that's why creativity sometimes is just an endurance race. Ze Frank says that creativity and courage is like a wild dog. It doesn't just come when you call it, you have to chase it. And I chased this weekend. I chased all weekend. And after all that chasing, I realized this is what I needed to create. Simply talking about how creativity isn't easy. I did lots of great things this weekend. I visited with people that I adore. I had so many beautiful moments, but the ability to turn those moments into things to share, my brain just wasn't there this weekend. Where it was in the moment, experiencing those things and just letting life be. And maybe that's what I needed to create this weekend. Maybe I needed to create that sense of peace and stillness for myself. So whatever it is today that you're struggling with, the things that you feel like you just can't do even though you have a desperate desire to, here's a reminder. Creativity and inspiration don't always go together, and they aren't easy. They aren't automatic. They require hunger and passion, and sometimes just blatant stubbornness. And if you're lucky, the people who love you and watch you and appreciate all the beautiful things you make will still be there when they're not as inspired as you want them to be. And chances are they will be, because the thing that you created, not nearly as uninspired as you thought.